So yesterday's discussion, let me quickly open it. So it was day 9. So day 9, this is what we discussed yesterday. So 1 second, let me increase the font size. Yeah. So yesterday we discussed about the control statements. So if else, so all this conditionals, all the conditionals, I hope you guys practiced it. So did you guys get a chance to practice it, all of you? Please do respond. Did you practice it yesterday only? Okay, so got the outputs, got a complete clarity on the conditionals, because it's very important. So next week I'm going to start with I'm going to start with programming. So the entire week you will be writing some 15-20 programs maybe. So for that this if conditionals and all is very much needed. That is the reason I'm covering it. Okay. So now today's discussion, let me quickly create the notes. So here, what is that you are going to discuss today, sir? Okay. So today's agenda. First, maybe today's date. First, let me save it. So desktop and then Java date and yes, date. So today's agenda would be loops. Why is it needed? Next, in that, types of loops. First one, for loop. Second one, while loop. Third one, do while loop. Fourth one, for each loop. So this, I will put a star here because I will not be covering this today. But there is one type of loop I will know. Arrays. There is one concept called array in Java. When I do that, I will do this for each, because if for each loop has to work, it is with respect to arrays only. That is the reason. But what are the different types of loops that we have? I am listing it here. Later, when I come back to arrays, maybe in 2-3 days, I will switch my focus to arrays. And once I complete arrays, I'll be doing this for each. Okay. Now, in this loops, we have now first and foremost thing, loops. What are loops? What are loops? Why is it needed? I'll give an example. I'll give an example. So notice, I will write a program. So now maybe I will create one program. So class, public class, maybe without loop example, something like this. I will write public static void main string of arguments. What is the string args? I will come back to it. Now, what I will do here is I will just say I want to print in my output. I want my output like this. So my output, my expectation is this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I want to do this. If I have to do this, there is the one approach. It is like this. System.out.println 1 or maybe 1. Now, this is 2. Next, 3. Next, 4. 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Something like this. We have to do something like this. Maybe I will save this program with loop, without loop example. I'll create a folder, programs. Inside this, without loop dot Java, all files. I will save it. Sir, it should be within the quotes, right? No, numbers need not be inside the quotes. If at all you are adding some data like this, hello and all, you would need double quotes. If at all you are directly passing the numbers, you don't need the quotes. Why that quotes is needed, you will understand when I come back to the concept of strings, you will understand. But now, let me run this program. So notice I will open the command prompt. And maybe I will go to day 10 programs. Now I will go back to command prompt. Now inside this, I will just say Java C without loop example.java. There are no issues. Java without loop example. You can notice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We are able to execute it. Now, the thing is, now the requirement is if I ask you, okay, now can I print numbers from 1 to 100? If I want to print the numbers from 1 to 100, what is that you are going to do? If I follow this approach, don't you think so? The same 10 lines of code, 90 more times I should be repeating. Would all of you agree? Yes or no? Yes or no? What if I ask you to print 1 to 10,000? Don't you think so? 10,000 lines of code you should be writing. Forget about 10,000 lines of code. My concern is, don't you think so? Here, system.out.println, opening parenthesis, closing braces. So system.out.println, opening braces, and the closure. System.out.println, only thing which is changing is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And would all of you agree, we are repeating the same statements 10 times in this code? Would all of you agree with me? The same 10 lines of code, I am repeating again and again, only with these numbers getting changed. Yes or no? Correct or not? Correct or not? Okay. So what is the solution, sir? What is the solution? I will tell you. Notice, I'll go back to the notes. So I'll go back to the notes. So consider the below example. So the output will be from 1 to 10, it will get printed. Now, notice I will write some statements here for your understanding. The problem with the above code is that we are writing the same code again and again. That is repetition of code. So whenever there is a need for repetition of some part of code, we should never write, or we should never manually write the code. Rather, we should get help from Java. We should get help from Java. So just copy this only till here. Just copy this. Just copy this. Why, what is the solution for it? I will tell you. In depth, I will be explaining to you. You don't have to worry about it. Okay. Can I continue, all of you? Okay. Now, notice what is the head. First and foremost thing, we should identify what is the statement that we have to repeat it. Would all of you agree? In all the 10 lines of code, the common statement is system.out.println. Yes or no? In all the lines of code, the common statement will be system.out.println. But the only thing which is changing is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 till 10. I hope I am completely clear till there. Yes or no? Okay. Now notice, whenever there is a need for repetition of code, then we should use the concept of loops. If we use the concept of loops, then if we use the concept of loops, then it will help us execute the statements repeatedly. Statements repeatedly. It will help the statements repeatedly. There are different types of loops which are listed below. First one, for loop, while loop, do while loop. Fourth one, for each. First one, for loop. So first, let us understand this for loop with diagram. I will be writing with the flow chart. So 100% you will understand. So whatever that you already know, you might be having a different perspective altogether. So, leave it, everything you forget it. I just listen for 20-30 minutes. The concept will be completely clear. Now notice for loop syntax. Syntax will be like this. We will say for, this is a keyword. What is a keyword? I will tell you. For, and then initialization. After that, condition check, you will understand. 100% you will understand. Keep on observing. Condition check, increment or decrement. What is increment, decrement also I will tell you. After this, code to be repeated should be present inside this. This is the syntax. Okay. How does a for loop work? Notice I will just draw one diagram. With this flow chart, complete clarity you would get. So notice, create a diagram. I'll create one diagram. So day 10 after this. So this is how it will be. Now notice the first thing that happens in for loop happens to be, it will be like this. First, I will just say something like this. Start. Once it starts, the first step that happens inside the for loop happens to be, if you just go through this diagram, while going to any interview or whenever you are using, then it will definitely help you. This diagram alone is sufficient for you to get the understanding of for. Okay. Now, notice initialization. After initialization, what will happen, sir? After initialization, there is something called, this is the flowchart language. So whenever I want to check the conditions and all, I'll be using the rhombus. But if you don't know the flowchart language, leave it. It is not needed for you. Just understand whatever that I'm writing, whatever I'm trying to say. Condition check. Condition check. So if you go through this flowchart, it is more than sufficient. You will definitely understand the entire concept. After condition check, if the condition is true, if the condition is true, if the condition is true, it will execute the statements. Execute the statements. So 22, after executing the statements, what next, sir? What next? I will again go back and I will do one more activity. You will understand. It is very easy for you to get it. Only thing is you have to, you have to pay some focus. So increment. What is increment, decrement? I will tell you. I have not discussed it yet. Now, after incrementation and decrementation, what next, sir? After increment, decrement, again I'm going to check the condition. Again, I'm going to check the condition. The same thing happens. See, repeatedly, the same thing will be happening. If in case sometime the condition may fail, the condition may fail, the condition fail, the condition fails. So, if the condition is false, then I will say something like this, stop. The condition fails, I will stop the execution. So this diagram is mandatory. This diagram, if you observe, and then whenever you are revising, if this diagram, if you can remember, then you will be able to write the code. So before I write the code, just copy this diagram. Just copy this diagram. It is important. Why I am doing this diagrams and all, you will understand. Keep on, concentrating. Before that, copy this diagram. Because in colleges, if at all you are from a CS, IS background, you might be like, definitely they would have taught you this, the for loop and all, but the way they have taught, it will definitely, it will definitely be in a complicated manner. I know that they would not have written the diagram and all directly. They would have written the for condition directly without doing this. But I won't do in that manner. I'll be writing the diagram for everything, so that if you remember the diagram, you will remember the concept. That is how it is. Copy this. Done? Done, all of you? Okay, I continue. So now I'll trace the program. You don't have to worry about it. I'll trace the program. 1 second. Just sorry. I'll trace it. You don't have to worry about it. Just give me 1 minute. Just open one tool, because for me to trace it, it is needed. So just give me a minute. Okay, awesome. Now I'll write the code, because why I want this, you will understand. Keep on observing. I'll go back to my program. I will write the code. So see here, this is our program without loop example. Next, notice I will just say public class with loop example with maybe for loop example, and then I will just say public static void main of string arguments. After this, I will just say, I'll repeat the code. Okay. So instead of me writing this, now, first thing what you have to do is identify the statement that you have to repeat. Would all of you agree, in all the 10 lines, the common statement is the system.out.println? Yes or no? Forget about whatever that is there inside this. But apart from the numbers, would all of you agree in all the lines, the statements are same? Yes or no? Yes or no? Okay. Now notice I have identified the statement. I have identified the statement. Oh, okay, sir. What next? So this statement I have identified. Now notice what I will be doing. I'll write it later. Now what I will do is I will just say for. If you say for, Java will understand that, okay, this fellow is trying to repeat some statements. This fellow is trying to repeat some statements. Like that, Java will understand. Okay. For will accept 3 things. So observe this diagram carefully and you will get it. First thing, what is the first thing that happens is initialization. Oh, you know how to initialize it. You know how to initialize the variable. So now notice, I will just say, now tell me from what number I should print. I should start printing. From what number I should start printing, all of you? From what number I should start printing? What is the first number that I should be printing on the screen? It is 1. Oh, correct. So now notice, so I will just say 1 is of type int. So I will just say I equal to 1. So whatever, just give me 1 second. Yeah, sorry. So I should start from 1. I should start from 1. And now what is that I have to do if you ask me? I should go on till, I should start from 1. I should go on till 10. That means I should now check all the numbers until 10. Oh, okay, sir. What are you trying to say? What am I now trying to say? I will tell you. See here, I less than or equal to 10, I will write. Okay. Sir, what is this less than or equal to 10? I will tell you. Keep on observing. Keep on observing. The syntax, initially it will be difficult to get it. But once I trace this program, 100% clarity you will get. Keep on observing. Just 5 more minutes or maximum 10 more minutes. Now I will just say something like this, I plus plus. Okay, sir, what is this I plus plus, sir? What is this I plus plus? I will tell you. I'll tell you. Keep on observing. Now, I now understood that some statements I have to repeat. What is that statement? I have identified it. System dot out dot println is the statement. Instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I will just say I. Sir, okay, somewhat you wrote, some code you are writing, it is becoming complicated. Definitely it is not complicated. Notice what will happen. Notice what will happen. I'll go back to the drawing board. If I draw this, absolutely you will get it. Okay. Now notice what I will do here is I will increase the size of fonts. I'll increase the size of the fonts. And then now notice I will just say inside this. After this, what I will do here is maybe I'll increase the size. Okay, leave it. After this, what happens, I want to explain it. That is the reason. I'll be drawing on this. So that is the reason. Keep on observing. Keep on observing. Okay, sir, somewhat you are trying to do, you are not able to understand anything. You will understand. Keep on observing. Now, maybe I will take the pen. Initially, I will be 1. See, initially, I will be 1. So, notice, I will be 1. And now, I will check. Is 1 less than or equal to 10? Tell me, is 1 less than or equal to 10? 1 less than or equal to 10, yes or no? 1 less than or equal to 10, yes or no? Absolutely yes. Oh, that means it is true. So this condition is true. What happens is I will come inside. I'll come inside this loop. Okay, sir, after what? After that what? Now I am just telling system.out.println, system.out.println I. Now tell me what is there in I? What is there in I? What is the value of I? 1. Oh, system.out.println, 1 will get printed. So 1 will get printed. Oh, after that, what, sir? After that, there are no more statements. Observe this diagram. After executing the statements, what is that we have to do? What is that we have to do? We have to increment or decrement. Increment is nothing but, see, whatever I plus plus that you are writing here, what happens, I will tell you. Increment means, see, what happens is, if there are no more statements, again it will go back, or again it will now go back to this place. Again it will go back to this place. So what happens? I plus plus means take current value of I. Current value of I is 1. I equal to I plus 1. I equal to I plus 1. Current value of I is 1. 1 plus 1. So the latest value of I will become of 2. I hope I am completely clear. You are getting my point, all of you? You are getting my point or not? Okay. So now what happens is I will become of 2. So I will become of 2. Instead of 1, I will become of 2. Here. It's very difficult to draw this. Okay. I will become of 2. Or instead, what I will do here is I'll go back to the code only. I'll trace it here. I'll trace it here. So I will be 2. 2 less than or equal to 10, it will check. 2 less than or equal to 10, it will check. Absolutely, this will get evaluated to true. This will get evaluated to true. Or true means come inside, execute the statement. And our current value of I will be what? The current value of I will be 2. The current value of I will be 2. You're getting my point, guys, all of you? You're getting my point or not? Okay, leave it. Leave it. I'll take up a different approach instead of this. It is very simple. It is very simple. I will trace it. I'll definitely, it'll make it easy. First, notice, I will go back to the screen. I'll go back to the screen. I will just say, so see here, I will just say this to be I. This to be I. So maybe 22. I is 20. Like initially in I will store 1. Initially, I will store 1 in the variable I. I am checking. See, 1 initially for the first time, I will check. See, I'll go back to the diagram. You have to check. Initialization is done. Is the initialization part clear, all of you? Is the initialization part clear? Initialization means creating a variable, assigning one number to it. Okay, sir, what next? After that, check the condition, it seems. Oh, checking the condition. What is the condition? So I will come back to this point. I am checking. See here, I am checking the value of I is 1. 1, is it less than or equal to 10? Oh, absolutely. 1 is less than or equal to 10. So this will get evaluated to true. Yesterday we discussed it. This condition check, we discussed it in if condition. Oh, true. True means, see here, go back to the diagram. If true, then I have to execute the statement, it seems. I have to execute the statement. Oh, I will come inside. What is the current value of I? You observe here. Current value of I is 1. Oh, so current value of I. So what happens is 1 will get printed. Okay, sir, what next? So see here, I will maintain it here only. I equal to 1. I equal to 1. And then the output, I will be maintaining it below. 1 will get printed. After that, what, sir? After the system.out.println, do you see any other statements after this? Do you see any other statements? Have I written any other code after system.out.println? Have I written any code after system.out.println? Do you see any code after this line? Guys, after this line, is there any other code or is it end of the for? Or is this the only statement? This is the only statement, right? All of you. Oh, okay, sir. What next? Oh, after this, see here, after this, after executing the statement, I will increment or decrement. Increment means this is the code. Or increment I plus plus. Currently, I equal to 1. I equal to 1. I plus plus happens to be I. Notice I equal to I plus 1. You either write I plus plus or you either write I equal to I plus 1. Both are same. So I equal to I plus 1 or I plus plus. Both are same. Both are same. Increment. Increment, you know the reason, right? Increment meaning means, what is the meaning of increment? I will add 1 to it. Adding some number to it is incrementation. Oh, okay, sir. So I equal to I plus 1. So the latest I will become of 2. The latest I will become of 2. Oh, after incrementation, oh, see, what is the current value of I? 2. 2 less than or equal to 10. Again, it will evaluate to true. Again, I'll come inside. What is the current value of I? What is the current value of I, guys? What is the current value of I? Oh, 2. 2 will get printed. Oh, again, sir, will it stop? How will it stop? As long as the condition is true, it will not stop. You have to refer this diagram. After executing the statements, what is the next thing? Increment. Or what will happen? So see here, I equal to I plus 1. I equal to I plus 1. So that is equal to 2 plus 1, that is equal to 3. So the latest value of I equal to 3. The latest value of I will become 3. Now, okay, sir, after incrementing, what is the next thing? Condition check. Oh, I less than or equal to 10. That is 3 less than or equal to 10. Again, it is true. System.out.println of I. We know the latest value of I happens to be 3. So 3 will get printed. After that, you tell me, will the loop stop? Will the loop stop? Will the loop stop? After executing the statements, what is the next thing that we have to do? What is the next thing we have to do? What is the next thing we have to do? Guys, after executing the statements, what is the next thing we have to do? Increment. Very good. So what will happen to I now? What will happen to I? So notice, I will just say I equal to I plus 1. I plus 1. That is equal to 3 plus 1. 3 plus 1, that is equal to 4. So I will become of 4. The latest value of I will be 4. The latest value of I will be 4. Oh, okay. Again, it will check the condition. 4 less than or equal to 10, true. Come inside. The latest value of I will be 4. 4 will be printed. After that, again it will increment. See here, again it will increment. I equal to I plus 1. That is equal to 4 plus 1. That is equal to 5. So I will become of 5. I will become of 5. Again, see, you have to observe after increment, decrement. What is the next thing? Check the condition. Oh, again it will check 5 less than or equal to 10. True. It will now come inside the current value of I equal to 5. 5 will be printed automatically. After that, it will not stop. It will again increment. I equal to I plus 1. I plus 1. That is equal to 5 plus 1. That is equal to 6. So the latest value of I will be 6. Latest value of I will be 6. Again, see, 6 less than or equal to 10. True. I'll come inside. The current value of I will be 6. 6 will be printed. 6 will be printed. Like that, 7 will be printed, 8 will be printed, 9 will be printed. After that, what's our notice? I will just say 9 will be printed. See, I will just say here 9. 9 less than or equal to 10. Now notice, I will just say, I will just draw this. So notice, I equal to 9. After that, I equal to I plus 1. That is equal to 9 plus 1. That is equal to 10. So the new value of I equal to 10. So now notice 10, is it less than or equal to 10? Tell me, 10, is it less than or equal to 10, all of you? Is 10 less than or equal to 10? Yes or no? 10 less than or equal to 10? It is not less than 10, but it is equal to 10. Oh, if it is equal to 10 also, this condition will be true. Come inside. The current value of I will be 10. After 9, 10 will get printed. Okay, sir. After 10, again you have to increment, decrement. So now, see here, I equal to I plus 1. That is equal to 10 plus 1. That is equal to 11. After that, again you have to check the condition, it seems. I will check the condition. Is 11 less than or equal to 10? 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 No, it is not less than or equal to 10. So the condition will be false. If it is false, it will not continue. The loop will stop. What is the output we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is the output we are getting in this also. That is the output we are getting here. Yes or no? You understood this program, all of you? You understood this program? Yes or no? Is it difficult? Did I make it complicated? Is the for loop completely clear? So notice, I will save this. .java, all files, save it. Now I will run this program. When I now run this program, so see here, I'll go back to command prompt. I will just say Java C for loop example.java. There is no issues. Java for loop example. Are we getting the same output? Are we getting the same output? 1 to 10? Same output, whatever that we were getting in this program, the same output. Here we wrote 10 lines of code, but here we are done in only 3 lines of code. Forget about this particular spaces, but in 3 lines of code, I have done it. Okay, sir, fine. What is the big deal? Now, if you change it to 100, it might, it might increase the code. No, whether it is 1 to 10, 1 to 100, 1 to 1000, 1 to million, also 3 lines of code. I am telling a for loop from 1 to the last number, you please repeat the code. Notice 1 to 100. I will try to run this. So I will just clear it. Java C for loop example. Java for loop example. You can notice 1 to 100, all the numbers is getting executed. I hope I am completely clear with the explanation of for loop. Is that clear, guys? All of you, did you understand how I traced it? Yes. Okay. So notice this diagram is mandatory. So initialization, check the condition. If it true, execute the statements. After executing the statements, increment or decrement. Decrement means instead of doing I equal to I plus 1, you will be doing I equal to I minus 1. That's it, not much. After that, after increment or decrement, it is your duty to check the condition again and again. As long as the condition is true, you'll be executing the statements, or you'll keep on executing the statements. Once the condition fails, you will stop. I hope it is completely clear. I hope this diagram makes sense now. You understood this flow chart now? At least now you are able to get the flow chart, all of you. Got it right? Is it like, did I make it complicated? You understood this program, right? All of you? Okay. Now do one thing, copy this program. Copy this program, and output also you should write 1 to 10. Now make this 10. I'll give it in the explanation. Clear, all of you? Is this program clear? Done? If you don't respond, it will be very difficult. So done or not? Okay. So I hope there are no confusions. I hope you are in a situation to write this code, right? You understood for loop, all of you? So should I repeat? Please do respond. Should I repeat, or is it fine if I continue with the next one? Okay, cool. Now, next one. So see here, the next one. This is for okay. The next one will be, I'll just go back to the notes. I'll copy this program. I'll go back to the notes. Example. So the output will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 10 is down. This is down. So second one, it is while loop. While loop. We can also use while loop for repeating the statements. The statements. Syntax will be while condition is true. Statements to repeat. Statements to repeat. Okay. Now notice what I'll be doing here. I'll go back to the board because for everything I will write the diagrams. So while loop. So here, while loop flowchart I will write. So, okay, sir, what is that happens in case of while loop, sir? While loop, I will just say start. Start. And after starting, check the condition. Condition check. So if it is true, if it is true, if it is true, if it is true, then execute the statements. Execute the statements. After executing the statements, again, check the condition. Again, check the condition. Again, check the condition. Okay, after that, again check the condition. If it is true, execute the statements. Again, repeat, check the condition. If it is false, false. If it is false, one second, sorry. And I'll just write it. 22 if it is false. If it is false, stop the execution. So very simple. So I will start the loop. Once the loop is started, I'll check the condition. If it is true, execute the statement. Repeatedly, I'll be executing. And if the condition is failure, then I will stop the execution. Okay, sir. How does while loop work? Notice I will write the program very quickly. So notice I will just say I'll create a new one. Public class while loop example. After this, public static void main of string arguments. After this, I will just say something like this. See here, int I equal to 0. You'll understand, keep on observing. You'll understand, keep on observing. So I will just say while I is less than or equal to 10. So I'll start from 1. I is less than or equal to 10. I will just say, you'll understand, keep on observing. System.out.println the value of I. The value of I. Okay. Now we will run this program. We will run this program. I'll tell you there is some problem in this code. So .java. I will save it. Now I will try to run this. So I'll go back to command prompt. See here. I will just say Java C while loop example.java. There is no issue there. Java while loop example. You can notice what is the output. Is this the output that we were expecting? Is this the output we were expecting? See, it is not stopped. It is executing. It is getting executed infinite number of times. I hope you can notice. You have to observe here. One is getting, fluctuated. That means one is getting printed so many times. So where have we gone wrong? Do you sense where the problem is existing? Very good. Incrementation. Sir, I will stop this. Notice, sir, we are printing I, there is no doubt. See what will happen here. Int I equal to 1. See here, it will go back to the statement. It will get, see 1 less than or equal to 10 is there. 1 less than or equal to 10, absolutely true. For true, see, this will become true always. True, I am printing. I value is 1. Oh, again, I will check the condition because that is how the flowchart is. See, after executing the statements, again check the condition. Or if the condition is true, then execute the statement. See, condition is true. Again, I'll check the condition. I still will be 1 or 1 less than or equal to 10. True. Print the value of I. Value of I will be 1 again. So again, I increment. I'll not increment, rather I will check the condition. Again, when I check, I value remains 1 only. 1 less than or equal to 10 only. The condition will be true only, so that it will be printing 1 only. Like that, it will keep on printing 1 n number of times. Okay, sir, how many times? Infinite number of times. We don't have the count. Even if if you leave it for 1 week, it will keep on getting executed as long as your system doesn't crash. At some point of time, your system may crash. Once your system crashes, the application stops. In other words, this condition, whatever the condition that we have written here, it is called as infinite loop. They are very dangerous. We should be very careful. We should be very careful while dealing with this infinite loops, because if at all infinite loop starts, it will not stop. As long as your system is working, as long as your system doesn't crash, it will keep on getting executed. Only if the memory is full, then at some point of time it will stop. But infinite loops are very dangerous. Okay, sir, what is the solution? What is the solution? Very simple. I will just say something like this. I will just say I plus plus here. Oh, sir, what will happen if I add I plus plus there, sir? What will happen? I will tell you. See here, for the first time. So see here, I will trace it. I equal to 1 for the first time. Next, I will check. See, first time. So iteration 1. Iteration 1, I equal to 1. Condition check. See, I less than or equal to 10. I less than or equal to 10. So that is true. So what I am printing is 1 will get printed. See, 1 will get printed. After that I plus plus, that is I plus plus, that is equal to I plus 1, that is equal to 1 plus 1. So the new value of I will be 2. I will be 2. The new value of I will be 2. Again, it will check the condition. See, 2 less than or equal to 10. 2 less than or equal to 10, true. So it will now print the current value of I. The current value of I will be 2. I plus plus. Oh, after that, what's our same story? See, I will just say I less than 10. It will be true. It will be 2 plus. It will be 2 plus 1. So I equal to 3. I equal to 3. Same story for all the iterations. See, 3 plus 1. So I equal to 4. And then see, I'll just write it for your better understanding. 4 plus 1. So I equal to 5. After this, I equal to 5. 5 plus 1. Next, I equal to 6. After this, see here, 6 plus 1. So I equal to 7. I equal to 7. And then 7 plus 1. 7 plus 1. I equal to 8. And then 8 plus 1. Complete all the traces I am writing for your better understanding. So see here, I equal to 9. And then here, 9 plus 1 equal to 10. See here, at this point of time, 10 less than or equal to 10 true. I will just print this. See here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. After printing 10, again I will do I plus plus. Now notice I equal to 10. I became 10. After this, so 10 plus 1. Now I will become 11. Now when I becomes 11, I will come back here. 11 less than or equal to 10, false. So that will be false. This while condition will not get executed. That means we are terminating the while. I hope I am completely clear. You understood the iterations, right? All of you? Guys, is the explanation clear? All of you, please do respond. Is the working of while loop absolutely clear? Because these are the fundamentals. So I don't want to mess with it because, you have to be strong in this fundamentals. That is the reason I am tracing it. So, so many increments. So I'll run this program again. See, Java C, Java, you can see 1 to 10, it is getting printed. So is it clear, guys? All of you? So you want me to explain it again, or is it clear? Please do respond properly. Please do respond. What about others? Why others are not responding? Okay, fine. Now copy this. First copy this. First copy this diagram. Done? Done, guys? Copy this program. So whenever you are copying, try to write it on your own. But if you feel like you are missing something, you have to copy it properly, because whenever you are practicing, it should not cause any problems. That is the reason. Okay, done, guys. Can I continue? Okay. Example. Output. And 10. This is the output. The next one. Do while loop. Do while loop. So the syntax will be do, statements to be repeated. I will just say while, condition check. Okay. Now I'll write the diagram because it is a bit tricky. Please keep on observing. So do while. Here, what happens means, notice statements to be repeated. I will change the font size to 22. Now what happens, I will tell you. Keep on observing. Reverse. I will just say do. After this, what, sir? After executing the statement, it will check the condition. So notice condition check. You will understand. Keep on observing. Just 5 more minutes or 10 minutes, you will understand. Condition check. If it is false, I will stop. If it is false, then I will stop. If it is true, so notice if it is true, maybe I'll increase the font size. Just a minute. Okay, if it is true, so it is like this. If it is true, what next, sir? What I will do is I will have to check the condition again. If it is true, then sorry, 1 second. If it is true, then I may have to execute the statements again. I have to execute the statements again. This is how the flow chart is. So you will understand, guys, what is the difference between while and do while. I'll tell you, guys, are you getting bored or something like that? Because it is taking time. Are you getting bored or something like that? If so, I can, I'll have to increase the speed. But then my intention is to make sure the concept is crystal clear. I don't want you to rethink on that. So you guys are understanding, right? Yes or no? Please do respond. If you don't respond, it will be very difficult for me to understand because I cannot see your faces. So please, every one of you, please do respond in the chat box whether you are getting it or not. Okay. Now notice, I'll tell you what is the difference. I will tell you in the end. I'll write the program. So notice I will just write it new public class do while loop example, and then public static void main of string of arguments. After this, I will just say, see here, int num equal to 1, int num equal to 1. This is how I will be doing it. See, do, I will just say system dot, I'll trace it for you. You don't have to worry about it. Println, keep on concentrating. Println num, and then I will just say, as long as number is less than or equal to 10. That's it. This is the program. Okay, sir, how does it work? How does it work? Keep on observing. Initially, number will be 1. See, the difference between the while loop and the do while loop is that while loop, without checking the condition, see, without checking the condition, it will not execute the statements. Yes or no? You got it? See, check the diagram. Without checking the condition, will I be able to execute the statements in the loop, while loop? In the while loop, yes or no? Without checking the condition, will I be able to execute statements in while loop or for loop? Yes or no? No. But in case of do while loop, it is special. See, as soon as it starts, immediately for the first time, the statement will get executed. The statement will get executed once. The first statement will get executed even without checking the condition. Oh, okay. So what happens is I will print the value as 1. After that, I will check the condition. Oh, number is less than or equal to 10. Oh, here, notice. Here, number is less than or equal to 10. Oh, so 1 less than or equal to 10, it will check. And I missed again, we have to be careful. I have to do I++, that is num plus, or you can say num equal to num plus 1, both are same. Oh, okay. After that, what happens, sir? After that, it will check the condition. After checking the condition, now notice again it will go back. It will go back, do num plus plus. When you do num plus plus, the next time the number will be 2. 2 less than or equal to 10, true. It will get executed. So maybe I'll maintain the variable num here. Num initially it will be 1. So next, see here, num plus plus, num equal to num plus 1, that is 1 plus 1, that is equal to 2. So num equal to 2, num equal to 2. Oh, after that again it will print. So num equal to 2. After that num equal to num plus 2, num plus 1. So see here, again I will increment. 2 plus 1 will become 3. So it will check, is 3 less than or equal to 10? True. Or if true, again it will repeat. It will go back and execute the statement. So the output will be, see, the output will be 1, 2, 3. And after that, it will print 3 and then do num plus plus. So notice number equal to 3 and then number equal to 3 plus 1, that is equal to 4. When I do it, when I print it, 4 will get printed. Like that, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 will be printed. See here. Like this, num equal to 9. After that, num equal to 9 plus 1, that is equal to 10. So 10 also will get printed. After 10 getting printed, see here, next 10 less than or equal to 10, no problem. After this, after 10 getting printed, again we are doing num plus plus. So here number equal to 10. So num equal to 10 plus 1, that is equal to 11. Now again I will check here. Is 11 less than or equal to 10? Absolutely not. The loop terminates. The output will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I hope I am completely clear with the tracing. I hope it is clear. Guys, you understood the difference between a while loop and do while loop, yes or no? Please do respond. Is the difference clear, all of you? Is the difference clear? Okay, now I will run this program. Do while loop.java, all files. I will save it. I'll go back. Notice Java C, do while loop example.java. Oh, I think this has to be removed. Okay, no issues. Java, do while loop example. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I will prove it to you. See here, what I will do is number equal to 100 I will make. So even without checking the condition for the first time, the output will be 100. See. So notice I will just compile the program, no issues, and I run it. For the first time, even without checking the condition, for the first time, even without checking the condition, the statement is getting executed. But in case of while, it will not get executed. That is the difference. I hope I am completely clear with this. So notice, I'll go back to the notes. There is the notes. I'll go back to the notes. Example. Then the output will be same 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So num maybe it will be 1. I'll just write a note here. Note. The difference between the while loop and the do while loop is that in case of while loop, without checking the conditions, the statements will not get executed, whereas in case of do while loop, for the first time, the first iteration, even without checking the condition, the loop will get executed. The loop will get executed. I hope I am clear with this. Just copy this. Copy this later, or first do one thing, just copy this diagram. Diagram is important. Copy this diagram, later you can copy the Okay, done. Done with the diagram, guys. Copy this. So I have posted the link of attendance in the chat box. Please access it and please mark your attendance for today. Yesterday we missed it. So for today, please don't miss it. Please add the attendance here. Copy this quickly. I may have to, like, I need to discuss something. Will not take more than 5 more minutes. Done, all of you? Is it done? Please respond quickly. Okay, no, nothing to, like, need not hurry. But I don't think you will need more than this time to copy it. Okay, but anyway, this notes also will be uploaded to the drive. There also you can access it for your reference. Okay, so now just a second.